Chapter 7 The Last Hope Will Come Together as One. Homura Akemi, you are a time traveler. You travel across several different timelines, and we live this month over and over, said Kyubei. Always looking for a way to change the outcome to the one you want. The truth about you does answer a lot of important questions. On one question in particular, it solves the reason why Madoka Kaname has so much incredible potential as a magical girl, and the reason for Yu Narukami and his friends to descend into the world of magical girls. At least I have a theory that explains it. A magical girl's potential is the wave of all the karmic destiny she bears. If she were a queen or a messiah, I could have understood, but Madoka was given an ordinary life, so it was hard for me to understand why she would be at the focal point of so many different destinies that have even tied themselves to Yu Narukami. But now, say Homura, could it be that Madoka's potential to become the most powerful magical girl, causing the personalities to slip into our world, is because you kept turning back time? Homura was shocked by Kyubei's response. I thought so. You are the cause of it, or rather the side effect of your magic caused them to be this way, said Kyubei. What do you mean, said Homura. There is only one reason you kept repeating the timeline, to save Madoka Kaname. By turning back time over and over, and each time for the sake of the same reason, you unknowingly caused these multiple timelines to converge. And with that converge, caused another universe with similar motivation to get trapped in as well. The world of Yu Narukami and the personages is called home. And now they are all converged around Madoka Kaname. The threads of fate, all of the Madokas of all the different timelines, were never linked before. But if they converge upon a single point, the Madoka in this timeline then, that will explain why she has the powerful magical potential she has. All the karmic destinies from all the different timelines you affected eventually attached themselves to Madoka Kaname, and now Yu Narukami and his friends. After all, she is the reason this happened. Excellent work. You made Madoka the most powerful witch ever. And now Yu Narukami and his friends will suffer the consequences of your actions, said Kyubei. Tragic news. The body of an 8th grade student from Mitaki Public Middle School had been identified as Sayaka Miki. She was reported missing as of the 12th this month. Her body was discovered today in a room in a downtown hotel. And police are still investigating whether her death was murder or suicide. Up next, the weather. Heavy rain tonight. Moderate winds coming from the northwest. Everyone showed up at Sayaka's funeral. You could see how Madoka was very upset. He knew there was nothing he could do or his friends to cheer her up now. Madoka went home, and her mother brought her inside. Hey Madoka, are you sure you don't know anything about that happened to Sayaka? Not even those friends you mentioned about, said her mom. Yeah, said Madoka. Madoka went into her room. She lied down on her bed and didn't move an inch. I can't believe Sayaka and Junko are dead. You and his friends are trapped here forever, said Madoka. It shouldn't come as a surprise. It would have happened sooner or later, said Kyubei. Kyubei appeared in Madoka's window, inside her room. But that doesn't make it okay. It's your fault. They're dead, and you and his friends are trapped here because of you. And you act like it doesn't matter, said Madoka. Do you feel any guilt and remorse for the livestock you consume? Have you ever thought about how those animals become the food you eat? Said Kyubei. Kyubei showed Madoka a creepy vision that shocked her. No, stop it, said Madoka. Your reaction isn't very rational. So is you, said Kyubei. If you don't like the things you just saw just now, I'm afraid you are missing the big picture. Humans chose livestock to be food. In exchange, they're fed, allowed to reproduce, and protected from predators all their lives. Cows, pigs, and chickens have a much higher rate of survival in captivity more they would in the wild. So you see, the relationship is mutual beneficial for both parties, said Cube. Is that how you see us, said Monica? On the contrary, we treat humans with much more respect than humans treat their livestock. We acknowledge your species as a sentient one, and try to deal fairly with you, said Cube. Monica cried. Don't you believe me? Would you like me to show you proof, said Cube. It is much more interesting if I show you all, even Yu's world, where personas exist, as sentient beings to their users. Humans and the incubators, along with the Velvet Room and its guests, have shared similar history together, but ours goes way back to the beginning of time itself, said Cube. Cube showed Monica a vision of the past. We have interviewed with your civilization since prehistoric times. We were even the first and the persona users. Throughout the ages, countless of girls made contracts with incubators, have their wishes granted, and then succumb to despair, said Cube. Stop it, said Monica. Beginning with an inch and ending with a curse. It's the cycle every girl has repeated up until now. Some of them started revolutions that changed history, while others helped develop human society to new levels, said Cube. That's enough. They trusted you. All of them. They trusted you and you betrayed them, said Monica. Oh no, we weren't the ones who betrayed them. You could say their wishes did, though. Think about Yi's world. In his world, there is one person they know and trusted them into their inner circle, only for them to betray that wildcard user and his friends afterwards, said Cube. Monica saw visions of it and didn't like it. Wishes are things that don't exist in the current reality, and anything that deviates from reality like the persona users is bound to create a distortion. So why does it surprise anyone if things end in despair? They are the ones who have the responsible for their reactions in the end. It's the natural outcome after all. If they think that's some kind of betrayal, they shouldn't have made the wish in the first place. That goes for persona users too. They can't decide if they want to be a persona user or not. It's natural, and it's different between magical girls. Don't get me wrong, I don't think they are foolish. It was thanks to their sacrifices, you in our world, that this human society developed as far as it did, said Cube. The vision stopped. It was suffering of all the magicals throughout history and past persona users that laid out the foundations to the life you and Narukami have now. If your civilization benefits from their sacrifice, why should the lives of a few people and persona users matter in the grand scheme of things? Said Cube. You spent all that time with them. Didn't you ever feel anything? Said Monica. Didn't you try to understand? Couldn't you see how much pain they were in? If we were capable of comprehending such things, we wouldn't have come to your planet in the first place. You see, in our society, the phenomenon you call emotion is considered a mental disorder. We were surprised when we discovered the human species. We never imagined a world where each individual from their own set of emotions with one another, said Cube. So then, if your kind never come to this earth, none of this would have happened, said Monica. The truth is, you humans most likely would be living naked in caves, said Cube. Monica went over to Homura's place. Mind if I come in? Said Monica. Homura let her in the apartment. For a second, I thought it was you and his friends. I'm happy you came by, Monica, said Homura. Monica looked around. This is Walpurgisnacht, isn't it? Said Monica. Kyoko told me and the others about it. She said you were teaming up. She also said it was so strong no magical girl can beat it. Even not even a persona user. Is that true? Is this where you're getting ready with the investigation team? Homura looked at her with a glare. Monica wasn't afraid. She stood and said, "The city is in danger, isn't it?" said Monica. "The witch is different from the others, in shadows. It's so powerful, it doesn't need to hide in a labyrinth. And when it appears, thousands of people are going to die. Just like that. Since ordinary humans can't see it, they will think the destruction was caused by an earthquake, tornado, or other disaster," said Homura. "Okay then, it has to be destroyed, no matter what," said Monica. "Now that Kyoko is dead and you and his friends don't really have the experience to fight something like that, Walpurgisnacht, you're alone, are you? You're the only magical left, and you're going to need someone to help to beat it." "What if I," said Monica. "I can handle it myself. I don't care if you and his friends want to fight it or not. Maybe Kyoko couldn't do it. Maybe Yu Narukami and the Personas can't do it. But I can certainly defeat Walpurgisnacht on my own. To tell you the truth, I never really needed their help. I just agreed so they wouldn't feel bad," said Homura. "Is that true?" said Monica. Homura nodded with a yes. "I want to believe you. I do. I don't know why, but I guess I don't want to think you lied to me or them," said Monica. Homura was silent. "Then I think you're being honest with me or them right now. And I don't think you're going to be alright on your own," said Monica. She was crying. "How can I be honest with you or them? You wouldn't believe me anyway," said Homura. "Homura," said Monica, "the thing is, you and me and them, we're not even from the same time or universe," said Homura. Homura started crying, and she hugged Monica. "The truth is, I'm from the future of our world. I've met you over and over again, and every time I had to watch you die. What do I have to do to save you? What do I have to do to change your fate? I keep doing this month, over again, searching for the answer. And now I dragged him and his friends from another world into my mistakes," said Homura. "What are you..." "Huh?" said Monica. "I'm sorry. I'm not making any sense. I'm scared. I'm scaring you, aren't I? You and them," said Homura. "I mean, I'm very lonely. I just started going to your school, so it's not like you really know me. But I know you. You're so far away. Everything is messed up. The more I do this, the further apart we get. My feelings, my words, nothing gets through to you. I'm out of options. I don't know what to do anymore." "Homura, said Monica, "I will save you. That is the one thing I wish for. That's how it started. And now it's the only thing I have left to guide me. And it's okay if you or them don't understand anything I'm saying, but please let me protect you," said Homura. "It's getting bad out there, isn't it?" said Chie. "Looks like it's at you. We need to get ready, everyone. This might be our only chance of returning to our world," said Monica. They were looking outside as the weather was getting worse. They went outside. Due to extreme weather conditions, an evacuation order is being set through 7 a.m. Attention, this is the public service announcement for Mitakihara City. Due to extreme weather conditions, an evacuation order is being set for 7 a.m. A car with a speaker on top said, "It's time," said Margaret. "Right," said everyone. "It's here," said Homura. They went to Homura, said Yosuke. Homura was shocked to see them. "You guys came?" said Homura. "Of course we did. We are going to do everything we can to help, so let us help," said Chie. Homura really couldn't do anything to stop them. "Alright then, but leave Walpurgisnacht to me, alright?" said Homura. Yu wasn't with them. He was waiting somewhere else, for someone. As the fog began to form, Homura walked in with everyone on different ends, waiting to attack. "There it is, you guys. Walpurgisnacht," said Rise using her persona. Homura transformed. "Okay then, this time I'll finish you," said Homura. Walpurgisnacht laughed as Homura shot explosives, everything she had to defeat Walpurgisnacht. The others watched in amazement. "My god, that was a lot of effort," said Yukiko. "Just in one blow?" said Teddy. The familiars of Walpurgisnacht began to attack. One of the attacks pushed back Homura with a law first. "Homura," said Kanji. "Is she okay?" said Teddy. "I don't know, but you guys better watch your backs," said Rise. The familiars attacked them. "Rah!" said everyone. Monica got up. "What's wrong, Monica?" said her mom. "Going to the bathroom," said Monica. But Monica wasn't going to the bathroom. She went outside into the hall, where Kibe was. "Do you think Homer and the others are going to be okay?" said Monica. "If I told you no, what difference would it make? You wouldn't believe me." "Exclamations are pointless now. If you want to know, you should go have a look. See for yourself how Homura Akemi and the persona users are against Walpurgisnacht," said Kyubey. "Do you know why Homura is being so stubborn about it?" said Monica. "Because she hasn't given up on hope, that's why. If things don't work out, she just escaped to this timeline and start all over again. Don't you know how it will affect the persona users though? She'll go on and keep right on fighting and continue this meaningless chain of events. At this point, it's not possible for her to stop or give up. That's not an option anymore," said Kyubey. Monica remembered what Homura said and her crying. She remembered Yu and his friends too. "You see, the moment she acknowledges that everything she has done is pointless, and your fate is impossible to change, Homura Akemi will fall into despair and turn into a grief seed, and she will drag the persona users down with her. She knows it to be true, and that's why she has no choice. She has to keep fighting, regardless if she can rather win or not," said Kyubey. "So you're saying as long as she thinks that there's hope, she's doomed like the others," said Monica. "That's right, just like it. For all the magical girls of the past. Remember, Monica, you've seen it. You've seen the past persona user's fate too, remember? Minato Arisato," said Kyubey. Monica saw the visions again. It made her upset. But, said Monica. Monica stopped the crying and had determinations in her eyes. She decided to go outside and find them. As she did, she was grabbed by her mother. "Where do you think you're going?" said her mom. "Mom," said Monica, "I've got to go outside to save friends. The fire department can take care of that. You have to stay here," said her mom. "But I'm the only one who can do this," said Monica. Her mother slapped her. "You can't just go off and do what you want. Do you know how much we will worry about you if you went out there without saying anything," said her mom. "I know. I do, Mom. Really. I know how you and Dad will feel because I love you too," said Monica. "I understand how much you and Dad care about me, and I know I have to be careful. I do. But this is different. I have to protect because of how much I love you. And I can do it. But the only way I can help is if you let me go right now," said Monica. "Sure you don't want to tell me what it's about?" said her mom. Monica nodded with a yes. "Okay then, I'm coming with you," said her mom. Monica nodded with a no. "Mom, it's better you stay here with Dad and Tatsuya. Someone has to make sure they are safe too," said Monica. "You told me once you did a good job of raising me, and you're right, you did. I don't tell lies, and I don't do bad things. I need you to trust me now. I need you to trust that I'm doing the right thing," said Monica. "And are you sure you're not making a mistake? No one is lying to you or trying to trick you," said her mom. I'm sure, said Monica. Her mom pushed her by the back. Thank you, Mom. I love you, said Monica. She went downstairs. That's when she saw you. You-kun, said Monica. Going somewhere, you? Yeah, I'm going to help Homer and you guys by becoming a magical girl, said Monica. Madoka, said you. He was shocked. You know how dangerous it is, do you? It's way too different from a persona user, said you. Yes, I do, and I'm willing to take the risk, said Monica. All right, then. I'll take you to them, said you. Thank you, Narukami, said Monica. She smiled, and he smiled back, with Homer and the others. We have to stop you guys, said we say. If it gets too close to the evacuation center, everyone could die. We say is right. We have to beat it with everything we got, said Naoto. Right, hurry up, you and Monica, said Yosuke. Whatever happens, we can't let it get any further, said we say. Take Mikazushi, said Kanji. Sukuna Hikuna, said Naoto. Jiraiya, said Yosuke. Tomoe, said Chie. Konohana Sakura, said Yukiko. Kintoki Doji, said Teddy. Everyone used their personas to fight, but Walpurgisnacht was too strong and knocked everyone with force. They screamed. Oh no, said Homura. A building came crashing into Homura. Homura, said we say. You guys get up. Please, be okay. Homura's right leg was trapped under rubble. She looked around her. Everyone was passed out. Why? No matter how many times I've tried or have them help me, why can't I beat it? Said Homura. Homura tried to use her shield that helps her with time travel. But then she stopped and thought for a moment. If I go back again, I'll make Monica's destiny and everything worse, said Homura. Everything I tried to do. Homura began to cry. Her soul gem started to fill up with despair. As she closed her eyes, her hand was grabbed. She opened her eyes to see you and Monica. Sorry we're late, said you. That's enough. You done more than enough, Homura, said Monica. Madoka, Narukami, said Homura. Monica stood up. I'm sorry, but I tried to stop her, said you. You with an awkward smile. Kyubei was by Monica's side. Madoka, don't do it, said Homura. Monica looked back at them. Homura, you-kun, I'm sorry, said Monica. But I want to be a magical girl. Monica, please don't do it, said Homura. I finally figured out what I want to wish for. I know what I want more than anything. Anything else, and I'm ready to trade my life for it, said Monica, with no regrets. But you can't! Narukami, why are you stopping her? Said Homura. I'm sorry, Homura, but she made up her mind. I can't do anything about it either, said Homura. He was calm, and he stayed like that. If you do it, everything I fought for up to this point, it's all nothing, said Homura. Monica walked it up to Homura. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You've been protecting me for so long. I'll never forget that. And I know you're the reason that I am the person I am today, said Monica. Everyone is. I'm so sorry. I really want this. It's the answer I've been looking for, said Monica. I swear, I promise, I won't let your efforts be in vain. Because, believe me, Homura, said Monica. Madoka, said Homura. You are the center of karmic destiny from many different timelines, said Kyubei. So no matter how enormous your wishes, it will most definitely come true. You're sure it will? Said Monica. Of course. Madoka Kaname, what is the wish that you'll trade your soul for? Said Kyubei. I wish, said Monica. Take your time, said you. Monica nodded with an okay. She took a deep breath and blowed out, and then faced the Kyubei. I wish I had the power to erase all witches before they were born. Every single witch, from past, present, and future, said Monica. everywhere! Monica began to glow. Huh? What's that light? Suise. It's coming from Monica, said Chie. That wish! Once it's granted, it will unravel the fabric of time itself. It violates the laws of karmic destiny. Are you trying to become a god? said Kyubei. Monica, said Yu. I don't care what I become. All the magical girls who believed in hope and fought witches. I don't want them to suffer or cry anymore. I don't want the persona users who have that pain to suffer either. I want them to be at peace. And if that goes against the laws of the universe, then I'll just rewrite those laws. That's the only thing I want, I wish for. Now grant my wish, incubator, said Monica. The bright light glowed brighter and brighter. Monica found herself in Mami's place. Monica, do you know how scary that wish you made was? Said Mami. Sort of, said Monica. You'll be fighting an endless battle, one that stresses from the past, present, and future, and all for eternity. The personas won't be able to help you. You'll never be the same. You won't exist as a physical entity anymore. Dying will be a kinder fate. For the rest of your life, you'll live as an entity whose sole purpose is to destroy witches. I know, and I'm ready. If someone ever tells me it's a mistake to have hope, well then, I'll just tell them they're wrong, and I'll keep telling them that until they believe, said Monica. No matter how many times it takes. Sounds good to me, said Kyoko. She was beside Mami. If you think you can do it, do it. I'm sure the persona users will believe you, even you, said Kyoko. I mean, you found your reason to fight, yeah? You ain't running away anymore, right? So there is nothing holding you back. Anyway, now it's time to get into your ass in gear in full steam, said Kyoko. Thanks a lot, Kyoko, said Monica. If that's what you really want, then it's time you got this back, said Mami. Mami gave back Monica's notebook. Monica giggled. She then looked at Mami. You're not only giving us back our hope, but you're becoming hope itself, said Mami. The hope of magical girls and persona users everywhere. In reality, Monica became a magical girl. Monica-senpai is a magical girl, said Teddy. My god, said Yosuke. Everyone was surprised, as Walpurgisnacht laughed. A magic circle formed in the sky, and Monica shot an arrow at it. It cleared the sky of all the clouds and shot multiple arrows like shooting stars. 2009. Look at that, said Yukari. Shooting stars in the dark hour, said Fuka. And they're pink too. What does that mean, said Junpei. Mito was looking at them with the C's team. Monica's arrow stretched it out far and wide, though the past, present, and future, and into Yu's world. Don't worry, your wishes end in despair. I won't let you suffer any longer. I'll be by your side, magical girl or persona user. You won't have to hate anyone or curse anyone. I'm here to take on that burden. So please, keep believing in ourselves to the very end. Walpurgisnacht started disappearing. That's enough. It's all right now. You don't have to hate anyone anymore, and you don't have to curse anyone either. I'll go back before you turn into this and take the burden all away from your pain. The light of Monica's power, it was brighter, and it blinded everyone who saw it. Homura woke up. Where is this place, said Homura. The universe is in the process of restoring itself, based on Monica's new laws of reality. That's right, your magic gives you the power to travel back and forth in time. Would you like to see the existence of Monica Kaname meets her ultimate end? Said Kyubei's voice. Homura saw a light, what looks like to be some sort of comet of some sort. That's the show gem her wish created. Impressive, isn't it? It's unfortunate the persona users can't see it. No way, said Homura. The wish she made carries a heavy burden. Imagine all the curses she'll have to take on now. With all the hope she is harnessing, she is giving birth to a new universe. But that means her eventual despair will be so great it will destroy another universe. It's only natural. Homura saw the earth as darkness swallowed it whole, and evil, menacing laughter emanating from the darkness. Homura was shocked. Then she heard Monika's voice. "No, it's all right now. Remember, I wish for the power to erase all witches, and what I wished for did came true. And even if I don't have that thing to worry about anymore." Madoka became the goddess. She used her power to destroy the darkness, and a bright light faded everything away. You woke up by a tree in a blossom-like field. "Where am I?" said you. Everyone was there. They were asleep. He was the only one that was awake. "You're finally awake," said Margaret. "Margaret, where are we? Where is Madoka?" said you. Because of Monika's wish, her life has no beginning or ending now. The proof of her life on Earth is gone. The memories people once have of her don't exist. She has crossed over to the higher plane. She has no physical body anymore. She is now a concept. No one will ever sense her presence again, and she'll never be able to interact with anyone. She is no longer part of this universe, or any other for that matter. They could hear Kyubei's voice. "I don't believe it. After everything she has done, this is what she gets to you?" "Everything is all right," said Goddess Monica. "Monica," said you. She appeared right in front of him. "Now I can see everything that has ever happened, and everything that ever will be, both in one world. I see all the universes that could have been, and all the universes that are waiting to be born, really." "Monica," said you. "I see it all, and I finally know. I know all the things Homura has done for me, and what you have done, Narukami. Through all the different timelines, all of this, all the times Homura cried, all the times she got hurt. I even saw some of yours to you," said Goddess Monica. "But she kept on fighting for me, and you kept fighting for what you know has to be done you," said Monica. "I'm very sorry. I never knew until now. I'm sorry," said Goddess Monica. Monica hugged you. "I had to become what I am now to really know the kind of people you and Homura, too. I'm so glad I know now. So thank you for helping me, Yu Narukami," said Goddess Monica. "For all that's happened, you truly are an amazing person." "But what's going to happen to you now that you like this?" said you. "You don't have anywhere to go. You can't even see your family and friends again. You'll be stuck here alone," said you. "But I'm not alone. You're always going to be with me, so will everyone else. Because from now on, I'll be everywhere. From now on. Even if you can't see me or hear me, I'll be right there by your side, you," said Goddess Monica. "Monica, are you sure that's what you want? Even if I don't remember you, said you. "Well, isn't it a little soon to be giving up hope? You and your friends managed to follow me all the way out here, didn't you?" said Goddess Monica. "Besides, even if you go back to your world, Narukami," said the Goddess Monica. Then the Arcana appeared in front of him. It was the World Arcana. The World Arcana. It seems that with the strong relationship you both hold, even from different worlds, it can never be broken, even if you forget, said Margaret. "Yeah, maybe you're right. You'll still remember me. I mean, you'll never know, right?" said Goddess Monica. "Yeah, you are right," said you. "You'll see. Everything will be fine. And if things are different, just believe," said Goddess Monica. "Madoka," said you. "We're magical girls and persona users, remember? We make hopes and dreams come true. In different ways." They might not happen all the time, but there is no doubt that miracles can really happen. Don't you think? Monica started to fade away. Where are you going, Suyu? Sorry, but I got to go meet the others now. I don't know when we will meet again, but I'll see you again, Narukami. I promise. So one day then, take care of yourself, okay? So goddess Monica. She disappeared. You held the world arcana. Monica, Suyu. Then everything went bright again. You started to hear a voice. Big bro? Big bro? It's time for you to wake up. You'll be late for school if you don't. Nanako, said you. To be continued.